Hey guys, I'm James, Master Instructor at the Dane King Training Institute here in California. And with me I've got a group of guys and gals over there that are wrapping up another great week here in class. I've got 3 graduates sitting with us right now that have went through some wheel restoration, interior repair, and some dent repair. And then the rest of the students that are here are working on some dents. So for you guys that are leaving today, how was your guys' classes? You guys were doing some wheels and dents,
real life experience of what to do, what not to do, what not. I mean, it's pretty thorough of, hey, this is what you're gonna get. This is retail, this is wholesale, what to expect for a customer base, what not to expect for the customer base. I mean, it's pretty in depth. They show you exactly what's gonna happen and how to basically fix it. So.
Now, I know you came down here, your brother's here, right? Yes, came through, did a week of PDR. Now you yourself, Ryan, you came through 2 years ago, roughly, almost 3.
Almost 3, yep.
And so decided to bring little bro down here.
Amen.
Excited.
Get his hands dirty with PDR. How was PDR for you?
It's definitely a new experience. Coming from detailing for about 3 years or so, it's definitely been more difficult, but with more training and along that line, it'll get better and better.
So what about some of you other guys over here that have been in PDR class already? I know this is actually your second week. First week.
This is my first week. Correct. Yeah.
How's it been for you now with your first week?
Really nice. Definitely something new, like Noah said.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in regular body work for about 2 years, so definitely different from that. Definitely different techniques. But I'm excited. It's been a learning experience, so it's been a lot of fun.
Good. Now, Jeremy, you're on your second week along with Braxton now. How does the second week now compare to where you were at last week?
I can see the light a lot better, so I know where I need to work, whether it's high, low.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it a lot easier. It's still slow pushing,
Mm-hmm.
but you can see a lot more.
What about for you, Braxton? Coming through.
For me?
Yeah. How's the second week compared to your first week?
Well, the first week, I mean, at this point, it's still infancy in the industry to where, you know, it's just I'm trying to get 1% better every day. It's hard. I mean, it's challenging. There's nothing easy about it. Yes, reading the light's difficult, but then, you know, the light shifts when you move to a panel that's curved versus just flat. That throws the light off and you're looking at the light in 2 different ways. So just learning that, and really my goal is just try to get 1% better every day. But yeah, I mean, reading the tool is easier, understanding the light and how it plays off the panel, highs and lows, trying to read them in different ways, whether the light's on top or the bottom. But yeah, I mean, it's getting easier, but it's a slow progression for sure.
Good. Now, for both Pat and Kristen, you guys have been with us for several weeks now.
Yeah, this is the end of week 10 for me.
End of week 10, and listening to what he's dealing with now in his second week, are you guys like at the same point? Are you guys still dealing with the same things where you're kind of little, you know, trying to progress each time, you know, a little bit each day? And tell me about that.
Everything that I, you know, with the new students that I hear, I definitely went through the same exact problems. And, you know, like maybe about like 5 weeks ago or so, I was started to change from the point where, you know, you guys would point out highs and low spots to me and I wouldn't be able to see them. But now, like at week 10, my eyes are starting to get tuned where when you come over, like I still need reassurance because I'll see the same, and ends up I see the same thing as you see. But before you tell me that's what it is, you know, I kind of, you know, I'm delicate with it because I'm unsure of myself, but I'm getting better with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
About for you, Kristen?
Yeah, reading the light can get difficult. I feel like my eyes are constantly adjusting. So once I get used to something, I see something else. So it's just like starting that whole process over again. I have to remember to start at the basics and then, you know, work my way through it again.
Mm-hmm.
Start new every time.
Like we've said before, though, like you look back and you realize, you know, you're on your starting week 10 or, you know, finishing up week 9, week 10, he's on week 2. You realize that, yeah, you do struggle with certain things, right? Certain dents and high points and so on, but you start to struggle at a different level, right? And you're starting to recognize more, so it seems like more of a problem now because you're seeing more than you did the week before or the day before, right? Yeah. So you do start to struggle at different levels. If you're, you know, week 10 and you're still on a practice hood, then then there's some real struggles, you know.
Yesterday I had a good day because there was one thing that you put me on before this one where I knocked it out, and it was in about 45 minutes. So it was, definitely, if that was week 5, I probably would have been on that for a few hours. But so it's nice to start being able to, work through the standard stuff. So that is a good feeling because I definitely can see my progression. But I think this is one thing that you're going to be progressing at for years.
Standard stuff or just the gravy door dings that should be easy in and out dents that sometimes just get away from us.
But the sharpness can really, and that's one thing to realize, because it may look like just a standard dent, but then it ends up just that big sharpness makes it comes up a lot different. That one that folded on me the other day.
Mm-hmm. So Marcos and Raul, for you guys, what is one thing that has been like difficult about the entire process so far? Like, what would you say, like just that one thing, like just difficult, or has been making it more difficult for you guys?
I would say putting the light in the correct position to see like the very hard lows, like the very soft lows. I mean,
Proper setup, proper light. Maybe the light's too close. I know a couple times we were talking, the light was a little bit too close, right? So it's washing out the dent. What about for you, Ro?
Well, for me, it's like what he said, positioning the light properly, and then for me also is getting used to the tools, each tool, and learning where to hit the proper...
The actual starting point of it.
Yeah, learning to find the spike of the tool. And that for me is like a little difficult.
And that's one of those things that goes back to, we talk about day one, if you can't see it, you can't fix it, right? You can't see your tool, you can't fix it. You can't see the light, you can't see the dent. But then even once you see it, you have to understand what it is, right? You have to be able to recognize it and understand what it is in order to fix it, right? And I know for Noah and Cody, you guys took a break from PDR, right? You guys kind of finished up with 2 weeks of PDR. You guys went into wheels, and we're doing paint next week. How was your, looking back now, you guys finishing PDR up and going into something different. How would you compare the systems like that you've done, like wheel and interior, to PDRs? I mean, as far as like the learning processes, was one easier than the other? Was one more difficult?
I would say honestly, the interior and wheel was an easier process. It's really just learning the chemical process of what you're doing to fill that certain tear or hole or cigarette burn that you do have in the seat. Painting really is kind of the same. It's more or less of getting the actual proportions of the actual paints that we have to use to get to the right color and blending it the correct way. It's about the same with PDR. You got to find the finesse to blend that dent through the body panel to match the rest of the car.
Yeah, I'd say PDR is more, difficult on your eyes and finding the tool and knowing how much pressure you have to apply to get the tool, to remove the dent. And the wheels and paint, everything is mixing paint and sanding it down, making sure you got your levels all good. Sorry about that. But they're both very difficult in their own way.
Good. Well, for you, Ryan, you came through a couple years back. Tell us a little bit about, real quick, like, when you got back, how was it? You leaving PDR school, you're here 3 weeks, right?
Yep.
You got like a big old huge tool set that you had, right? You went home, all these brand new shiny tools, and you get back to the dealership and they're just like,
let's go.
What happened?
It literally was day one. I got back, opened up. See, my tool set was 124 pieces. You know what I mean? It wasn't just this, and I didn't get to use whale tails. You know what I mean? We used brace tools, but they came back, and it was, here we go. Show me what you can do. Show me what you learned with this. And then they're hungry to get into that retail. They're selling it to customers because at the end of the day, it's pure profit. You know what I mean? You really don't have a material cost other than glue pulling, and that's only if you have to glue pull. Other than as soon as you have 3 or 4 tickets at 2 to whatever price, you've already paid off your tools. You know what I mean? So that's just go, go, go. So as soon as you feel like you're ready, which is something you have to really express to, especially if you're an in-house guy, hey, I'm going to break this. I'm going to blow through this hood. I'm going to blow through this. You know what I mean? Because I've only been here X amount of time. You know what I mean? So real world transition into, hey, this customer expects me to have a nice, fine-tuned, quality piece returned to me. You know what I mean? You need to really express if you're ready or not. Yeah. And when I got back, it was, let's do this. Let's go. You had 3 weeks. Show me what you can do. And I got put on a customer vehicle within a week and a half of being home. Did not go well because I did not express enough, let me tell you. I blew straight through an aluminum hood because I had not a lot of experience, and I didn't relay it to the people. And I was like, you know what? 3 weeks, I'm good, I got this, I'm great. And I just, bam, went straight through it. And I spent 5 hours on probably a 45-minute ding, dead center of a hood. So it's really, really important that, hey, I'm ready, I'm not ready, but also knowing the correct tools to use it with it. Because when you get back, you're gonna be in your hometown, you're gonna relax, you're gonna do whatever, you're gonna forget some things. So definitely run through the list that they give you and use the tools that they give you. Try them out again, just kind of go through your basic steps and say, hey, yep, this one works, this one works, this one works, and keep them aside. Because now you know for every single ding or dent or whatever, hail or not even, these tools I know for a fact do work every time. Like I have a specific hail set, I have a specific door ding set, and I have a specific just, hey, this is fender's knocked in, it's crowned over, whatever. I have a specific set that I know because I've tried out every single thing I need as well. So I've definitely put through trial and error everything that I need, and there are some tools you'll use, and there's some tools that you're not gonna use. So get it correct, and then express, hey, I know what I'm doing because I've already done through trial and error on my either wholesale or retail or whatever, and then you can start selling.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Coming in here on Monday, was there any like anxiety or like a
little bit,
little trauma, like being reminded, like, holy crap, there's the hood, there's the.
Oh, dude, I came right back.
The
and I was
X's,
like,
I can see them working on the X's again. I remember those.
All I'm hearing in my mind is high and low, high and low, high and low, high and low.
Sal's voice in the back of your head.
You'll hear it. You'll start getting yourself, and you'll just get in your motion, and you'll be like, he's gonna say high. He's gonna say high. Boom, high, low, high, low, high,
That's
low.
it.
And then what's funny is he's not even there, so you know it's high.
You
and
just
low.
start hearing.
That's right. You're getting it back straight and getting it quality piece. And there's nothing like glass in your first dent either. Let me tell you, and that will come with time. You'll go in 30 minutes, not even, maybe even 20 minutes. Glass it over. They can't tell. You can't even tell because it's gone. Now, in reality, you'll be able to tell because your eyes are adjusted and know exactly what to look for in every single panel that you work on. The customer view versus your view are going to be totally different. I mean, what you see, because your eyes are now adjusted to the light, you know what to look for orange peel or not, it's there. Customer, is the wave gone? Is this door ding gone? Is this smash gone? Hurl it back, and there's nothing better than a happy customer too.
How many of you honestly looked at our videos, YouTube videos? Just a few?
First thing I did.
Now, watching those, were those helpful? Do you think that did it give you guys some insights to what we do, an idea of what we do? Did you think they were pre-recorded or scripted, or because we get I'm asking because we get comments like that all the time, so I'm just curious. Are the videos? Do you think they're helpful for you guys, or for other people looking to come to kind of get an insight of what we do?
It's intriguing.
I would agree. Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's intriguing.
We do that for, to open up our doors to the school, right? To let people know what we do. You have an insight aside from a live link. Just viewing our 24/7, it'd have to be censored and probably no sound because of half the stuff that you guys say. Not me, of course, but half the stuff you guys say. But it gives people an insight because a lot of people are kind of unsure of what they're getting into. They're skeptical. They've heard things and so on. We always tell them, take a look at our YouTube page or stop by, come and see us, right? You want to see what we do? Come see us, right? Everybody liking their training so far? Good. Well, for those out there, thank you guys again for watching. We really appreciate it. Make sure you continue to share our videos. Make sure if you have any questions, drop us a link right here. Head on over to Facebook. Follow us at the Ding King Training Institute. On Instagram, official Ding King. Or if you have any questions, give us a call at 1-800-304-3464. And from all of us here, we'll be seeing you guys soon.